The group that's known as Boko Haram started around 2002, and specific conflicts started between the group and security forces. The conflict had nothing to do with religion. There was a new policy measure banning helmets for motorcycle riders, and most of these people were actually running motorcycle taxis. They refused to accept helmets, which they felt wouldn't be very elegant since they were having turbans on their heads. And in the process, conflicts arose between them and the police, and a number of them were killed. They then, in retaliation, started attacking police and security officials. The state then moved in and asked the army to disband them, and it is in that process the leader of the group was killed and their headquarters was smashed. It was following that those of them who escaped that onslaught went off, only to come back a couple of years later as hardened and trained terrorists, and started the war against Nigerian state and against the Nigerian society. It is important that the Nigerian state develops the capacity to fight them effectively and cripple their capacity to do what they are doing currently. But of course, you are still likely to have remnants of them that will continue with such terrorist activities. However, to be able to negotiate or talk to them, you need to show them that their strength has been significantly diminished. But I think there are broader structural issues that creates sustenance for such movements. First of all, in northern Nigeria, you have 11 million children between the age of 5 and 15 that are not with their families and not in their places of origin, but have gone off to different places to learn the Quran. They are not in school, they are not with their family, and that's just a huge pool that people can draw from and push towards all sorts of extremist action. The second issue in northern Nigeria is that there is a very high level of poverty. It's the poorest part of the country, and people who are in poverty, especially in a society where they can see that a few members of the elite are extremely wealthy, provokes people into antisocial action. I think the third issue is the total lack of control of the religious arena. In Nigeria, anybody can wake up and go and start preaching. And once you have that open access to the religious arena, you are likely to have people who are going to have messages that are antisocial and ultimately anti-people.